Hey everybody, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going over 5 things you can use to make a free homemade TCG, which is what I create, a homemade trading card game. Let's get into it. Alright, so the first thing you might need would be paper, okay? As you can see here, this is just a regular piece of paper. You can draw on it, you can write on it, right? Anything you want. As you can see, I draw, stickmen for my game. So you can draw anything you want, anything that excites you, anything that you want to maybe sketch. This is where you can put all your ideas on. You can even write ideas down, any ideas for cards or card names, stuff like that. Yeah, this is where your sketches will go. This could be where your final sketches go to for your card, and you can take a picture of it and upload it to if you're doing more of a digital homemade game. But in today's video, I just want to go over stuff you can use to make a free, just for fun, at home, homemade trading card game. So yeah, so you need pieces of paper. It's kind of the whole ordeal. Like, you really need a piece of paper. So it could be a flat piece of paper. I use, just because I have a lot of notebooks, grid paper and line paper. Line paper coming from notebooks, stuff like that. And I just find this throughout my house. I just find all this stuff. It's, I just pick it up and write it. I don't go out and seek, it from stores to buy. This does cost money, of course, but I can just, find it throughout my house, at friends' houses, even at school. If you go to school, you can find this. I'm sure your teachers will allow you to do, or use this paper and bring it home. Yeah, so I like to sketch. As you can see, this is, I think, Frostbite and Blizzard. This is like how I designed the cards. What like my first thought process was. I would just sketch. I'm just sketching, drawing anything I think of. I didn't write words on this at all, but this was just for card ideas. And then I go in and then I actually make the card and go in and draw the card. So you can see here, I think this is at the bottom here. It is the Dwarven Warrior. So this is my final product. End product for Dwarven Foot Soldier, but it started here and it went all the way, as you can see. Next up, or we just have more grid paper. You can see for the I think this is Ice Dweller, Water Warrior up top here. So yeah, I just sketch. That's basically all I'm doing. Oh, move the camera there. Yeah, that's basically all I'm doing, just putting all my ideas on here. Pretty simple. Yeah. Next up, after paper, we have a ruler, or a writing utensil. Now, I say writing, it could also be used for drawing, anything like that. So I use these pencils here. These are mechanical pencils with just lead, and they come with an eraser. So yeah, pretty good. As you see, this one has no lead, and its eraser's already been used. So yeah, well, this camera's not focusing. It's horrible. But yeah, so I use just regular pencils. That's my writing utensil. As you can see in my cards, I don't even color them. But many of you, I do know you guys like color, which my game, don't worry, my game will contain. But yeah, but you can use colors such as colored pencils. I know a lot of the pro homemade TCG creators use Copic markers, which you can use. They are expensive though, but I can just find these at school. They're free to use. So yeah, definitely having any writing utensil, markers, pencils, anything to write with or draw your art is an important thing to have. Next up is a ruler or protractor, anything to measure your cards with. This helps with drawing, making sure you have straight lines, because especially when it's homemade, you're using your hands. You're not going online and having perfect straight lines. So a lot of time with my cards, a lot of time my cards, I can't get these perfect lines, so I'll use ruler or protractor. Now, this stuff does cost money, but you can, again, find it at school. Anywhere you can find it is, it's free is fine. Maybe a library you can use this. And maybe you don't own it, that's fine, but you can borrow it maybe from a friend, or just go to the school or library, local library or school, and use this as you want. So ruler and protractor, definitely handy stuff to have when making a homemade trading card game. So the fourth thing to use would be a cutting utensil. So I use scissors. You can use a knife, but I think scissors are definitely the safer way to go, because I just almost cut myself there. but especially to get these straight edges here, I just use a scissor and again the ruler and protractor to cut the straight lines. So yeah, definitely having a cutting utensil is definitely useful. I'm trying to think of other stuff to use, but yeah, maybe a pocket knife. But scissors, definitely is the way to go. But yeah. Finally, the fifth and final thing to use that is all free. This one, I don't really have it. I can't really show you guys, but it is just having a creative mind. Now, to create a homemade TCG and all these cards I have, you have to have some sort of creative mind or something you're influenced by. This might be a TV show. This might be another card game. This might be, let's see, a video game, right? Maybe it's based off of animals or real world, right? Real world objects. Just as long as you have a creative mind and you're always thinking and creating new things, that's really the main thing about these homemade trading card games. As long as you're having fun, because when you lose the fun aspect, then what's the purpose, So when I always do stuff, I always think, why am I doing it? When I'm making Realm Rumble, just to have fun, So hopefully one day I can sell this game, not to make profit, to have fully printed, colored card game that I can play with my friends. So yeah, just make sure you guys always always thinking of your end goal, why you're doing it, and use that mind of yours. Some stuff you can be influenced by is real world objects such as animals, plants. Well, this is a fake plant, but yeah, just you can create maybe something off a pencil or a human, something like that. So just use your mind to your advantage. Everyone has one. Maybe ask friends for help. But yeah, that's the main thing when it comes to a card game, is just making sure that you have creativity. What separates yours from other people, other creators, other homemade TCG creators. What makes your card game fun? Why do you want to do it? So yeah, those are 5 things you can find for free, maybe around your house or where you live or in your community, that you can make for your homemade trading card game. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy it and have a great rest of your day.